get inspiration to take the tiny steps forward to build your beautiful vision, to take action. Stick around and you'll have the inspiration and the ideas in your back pocket for when you need them most. Another day, another walk, of course. What would you expect? How often do you consider the times you have been successful? You know, we're all quick to sort of stay gloomy. Oops, I think I missed the path that I wanted to take. So circle back. Yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, about noticing the times you have been successful, because I realized, there we go, I realized that I'm actually, living my dream in many ways. And I just think it's interesting to take some time to reflect back and notice, where at one point there was struggle, there was discomfort, there was the not knowing, the questioning, and then step by step, shift after shift and pivots and circling back, you find yourself where you once dreamed you'd be. So remember on this wild journey to look back and notice all the little things that you've accomplished, and of course how they add up to make that big vision. I spoke in an earlier video about envisioning myself walking amongst vineyards and a child of mine frolicking amongst them, and realizing how that's true. But I think a grander vision of mine was really to build a life, create a life that is fully participatory. And by that, I mean not engaging in, I want to say, common culture activities that take my attention and have been created by someone else, but more so being actively involved in creating my everyday. And when you do that, it brings so much joy and fulfillment. That's a big part of what we're missing now as society at large, is being active in one's own life, creating, learning, challenging, taking risks, and growing as such, and feeling that sense of fulfillment when you do come through such challenges. Far too often nowadays, most live either a super rushed life with too many activities, or the contrary of a sedentary life where much of their time and attention is taken by online platforms. So this is a reminder to be the creator, be the actor in your own life, and build your dream step by step. So here I am in Switzerland, living my dream. Today's video will talk about moving forwards towards your vision, one step at a time, listening to your body all the while you're not broken, and learning forward fold yoga pose, a simple one that you can do as part of your seated sequence whilst you're out on your walk. Include gentle yoga postures to enhance your overall wellness, stacking those benefits one at a time. Hi, I'm Laura, and I help people live lighter and merrier, taking one intentional step at a time. This here is the perfect spot to introduce seated forward bend or forward fold. Now, just a caution, this posture is not for everybody. If you've had a certain sort of spinal condition, or are having difficulty with your vision, if you are pregnant, there's definitely some cautions about this posture. Do it using your own judgment, knowing your own body, perhaps researching it beforehand or checking with a medical professional if you feel that that's what you need to do. But otherwise, this posture holds great benefits and can be done seated or standing. Let me show you.
Sit on the edge of a sturdy stump or chair with your feet firmly planted on the ground. Inhale to lengthen your spine, raising your arms, and then gently exhale as you slowly fold forwards. Allow the bend or the hinge from your hips. You are lengthening your spine and letting your arms and head hang towards the floor. Connect with your breath. Inhale and extend, expand. Gently exhale as you release. This pose provides a gentle stretch for your hamstrings and back while also calming your nervous system, reducing stress. You can slightly extend your legs with a slight bend in your knee and repeat the same exercise along with the breath for an added stretch in your hamstrings and lengthening of your spine. Forward fold is a great posture to do at any time, really, because it's also a great way to release tension in your neck and shoulders, especially after a long day of sitting and perhaps looking at a screen. To add on, do a gentle twist as you keep your shoulders low and relaxed. You gently reach forward and to the one side. Again, aligning with your breath. Inhale as you expand and exhale as you release. Try this on your next walk. But before we walk on, one more thing.
Of course, I stopped to play. That's another big goal of mine, is to enjoy life. So much of it is spent rushing and hustling and, I don't know, trying to prove ourselves, that I found, I guess especially really accompanying my son in his younger years, in his play, I realized that like that's where all the joy is, really stopping, slowing, and appreciating the moments, appreciating the play. And of course, we get great satisfaction from other sorts of participation in life, like challenges and working towards our goals and like literally climbing mountains. But a lot of the joy is right here. As you move forwards, towards your worthy and important goals, you might experience some pain, you might experience some challenge, you might have physical discomfort. They're not to be ignored, and they're not reasons to turn around and back away. In fact, oftentimes the discomfort, the dis-ease, the challenges are often signals from your body of where to pay attention. And I love coming back to this, circling back to where your attention goes, your energy flows, and that's what grows. So you're literally giving attention to that which you pay attention to. So whenever confronted with a challenge on your journey of becoming, we're always journeying and always becoming more and better, better versions of ourselves. It really begs you to look into the challenges and see them as opportunities for the growing that you need. And so paying attention to your body signals, those are indications specifically for you to guide you along your way. Really being attentive to what thoughts you are entertaining and how you are nourishing them with constant attention. Or are you in the position to pause, reflect, reframe, and perhaps repair your route, repair your own body system, and retrain your brain, your mind, to think differently, such that you can progress forwards with more confidence and more courage, and being consistent all the while. In saying that, what you starve dies, right? So we take a plant that thrives on sunlight out of the light, and it slowly withers away. So too can a wrong direction for your own life, yourself. You can not give that thought, you can switch directions, etc., and not give it any more attention, such that you can turn around, circle back, and choose a better way forward. And that's what I've been consistently doing here in my life, but certainly in my earlier years, I had to really uh, reflect a lot and reframe my mind to be constantly thinking about that which I did desire, because I was going in a way that was uh, harming my body system. And I knew that if I continued, it would grow and only get worse, be it more greater and greater dis-ease, and perhaps at one point irreparable. So I really had to train my mind to think positive and think constructive thoughts to take me here. Here, for me, is an active life in Switzerland. And the beautiful part is that the more I'm outdoors and nourishing my life with what I think is productive activity, um, my relationship with the natural world has only grown deeper. And so, what has happened is this has inspired me to take further action. And further action meaning inciting others to connect more with, their desires to live healthier lifestyles, to perhaps even go on to inspire others. So I have a couple ways that I do this now, which is Walk for Wellness, through my Merry Nature business, and another initiative called 100 for Earth, which is just in its early phases, but it's going to incite lots of participation outdoors in mindful ways, gentle ways, such that we all can build a healthier and more loving relationship with the natural world. And I think that's a lot what being here in Switzerland has taught me. We have direct access to natural spaces. It's a small country, but honestly, if you haven't been, it's definitely a place to visit. It's awe-inspiring. So yeah, nature is really all around us, and I think it's still a choice. There's a lot of people who don't live like me, but there's a lot of people who really, really do. And walking, being outdoors on these trails is just a part of your weekend, part of life. And so, in doing so, you connect more with the natural world, and you have this desire then to want to protect them. So that's what I've noticed, the repercussion or the beautiful advantage, let's say, of being outdoors more is you become one with it.
All right, just a moment as we cross a busy road. Anyway, the forward fold is a great way to release and let go. For a moment in time, you turn your focus inwards and leave behind distractions of the outer world. You make room to listen to your unique insights and wisdom that is guiding you towards a more fulfilling life.
You being you and continuing to grow yourself only adds more value and more good to the world. And this is a perfect example how once you just follow one desire and keep choosing it, other ideas and inspirations come associated with that one path. You can't know looking forwards. Of course, you have a vision. You can't know all the beautiful things that are going to happen along your way for you choosing that one path. And I think it was Steve Jobs said, you can only connect the dots looking back. And so you just have to trust. Trust is a big part of this process of choosing courage, choosing to, yeah, choosing to follow your dream and keep building it, keep choosing it. And then you'll look back like I am now, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I'm living that dream. The other part you really need, so it's trust, but it's getting in with the right community. If you have people that pull you down, hold you back, um, put you down with unhelpful language, let's say, then you need to find another support group, because being in the right community is absolutely essential, not only you get the support, but you get inspiration from other people who are also action takers and movement makers and do-gooders, and people who persist through challenges. But also you yourself get inspired with new ideas and ahas, and the journey that you've taken along with other people who are also movement makers. Together, new ideas click and form, and it only builds more greatness, more momentum. So being in the right community is super essential. Get the school app and join Walk for Wellness. And in there, you will find me. You will find access to other people who are also valuing their health, who are also valuing this life, and who want to make the most of it. So you're welcome to join. All you need is the app and a couple clicks and find Walk for Wellness and join me there. Immerse yourself in truth, immerse yourself in wholeness, in wellness, and be changed for the good for forever. Because once you know something, you can't unknow it. Choose your beautiful vision. Choose to confront challenges and see them as opportunities to shift, pivot, to change, and be in the right community. It's never been easier.
Early on, I faced lots of challenges, like too many options, perhaps needing a bunch of paperwork all at a certain deadline, which seemed insurmountable, but one by one, it seemed to all come together. Different things like that that made me wonder if I was really going down the right path. But then as I kept going forwards and met each challenge step by step, it all came together. The big beautiful picture came together piece by piece. So I'm wondering if you've had a certain situation where it seemed like every challenge was coming your way and seemed insurmountable, but step by step you built that vision. Let me know in the comments below.
Thanks for joining me today. Before you go, don't forget to hit the like button. Live lighter and merrier.